Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, it's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man, complete. Big connection on that one. 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Henry Ruggs as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Good footwork at the 30. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff. Henderson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Carson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, it's Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Earl Thomas in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, Henderson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Lance. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Tua. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a two-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ernest Jones in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. After the sack on first down, Lance, he's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ernest Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.